Thanks for staying with us at 5. Tomorrow will officially mark the one-year anniversary of the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, removing federal protection for abortion access nationwide.
Well, this last year has been marked with clashing protests, providers scrambling to manage alternative care, and failed attempts at abortion legislation both statewide and also federally. Tahlil Mohadin now shares the local impacts.
June 24th, 2022 made it official. The matter of abortion access would be left up to the states to decide.
The reproductive health care landscape shifted drastically, especially here in Wisconsin.
The Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade put aside almost 50 years of legal precedent, cause for celebration for some.
I'm very happy. I believe that it is in the right of the states, and I also believe that abortion is fundamentally murder.
But for others, it had the opposite effect.
I felt sick to my stomach that this is actually happening.
What the news meant for Wisconsin was reverting back to a law over 170 years old, effectively banning abortions. Dane County public health leaders say since then, they've been finding ways to work within the 1849 law to address the service gap left behind.
And we've seen a lot of folks calling, reaching out to us, looking for answers.
Together with the city of Madison, they've invested more than $1 million to expand services by providing more access to contraceptives and launching a nurse navigator program which helps people review their options around abortion, adoption, and other resources. Services that are just now being put into action.
Honestly felt devastating and still feels devastating, almost surreal.
Planned Parenthood Wisconsin went from being the only provider in the state offering non-emergency abortions to handling intake and aftercare and referring abortion procedures to their Illinois chapter. So where does the future lie? For Planned Parenthood, short of making abortion free and legal, they say it starts with this.
I want to see us embracing each other and understanding that the conversations need to be had around it.
As for statewide abortion legislation, with the issue tied up in court, that likely won't happen anytime soon. Since the Dobbs decision, Planned Parenthood Illinois has seen 11 times as many Wisconsin-based patients coming in for abortion services than in years prior.
Tahlil, thank you. Today, lawmakers from Wisconsin also reflected on the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Governor Tony Evers said he will continue to fight for a woman's right to choose, while Senator Ron Johnson proposed the people decide in a referendum vote.
I have always believed that the will of the people is the law of the land. I vetoed every bill that restricts reproductive rights that's come to my desk, and I promise that I will always fight for your reproductive freedom in every way I can. And
the beauty of the Dobbs decision is it sent it back to we the people to decide that profound moral issue. So what I proposed is a one-time single-issue referendum held in each state, whether it's binding or advisory, to, again, pose that question: have we, the people, decide at what point does society have the responsibility to protect life?